So I just finished shooting 2 clips for this first special effect, and this is, we're calling it the twins because the same person's going to appear twice in our visual space. So we've got one clip where the person's introducing herself, and then the second clip where the person waves to the people watching. And basically all we're going to do is layer these and then reveal or take away some of the one layer so that the first layer is showing underneath. So here's how we're going to do that. So here's the 2 clips that we copied off the camera. We'll come on over to Final Cut here, and we'll start a new library for our special effects. So we'll call this Special FX. We did one before, so we'll call this Special Effects 2. And there's our media folder that comes in automatically there. We'll start a new project, and we'll call this the Twins project. And then we'll put the media that we copied off the card into our media folder right here. So I'll just highlight these 2 and drag that over to the media folder. Okay, and there's the 2 clips. So when I'm looking at these clips, if I drag the mouse over top of them, it'll actually play the clip, and I can mark in and out points if I want. So if I stop the mouse there and I hit I on my keyboard, that gets rid of this part, and if I move over here and I hit O on the keyboard, that eliminates that part. So when I put that onto the timeline, it's getting rid of this and this. It's not actually deleting it though, it's just saying use this section of that clip on the timeline. We call this non-linear video editing because I could start with this clip, which we shot second, and put that on the timeline, or I could take that and put it on the timeline, and then I could put it on the timeline again and I could reuse it. So it doesn't have to be in the order that we shot it. It's not like when we used to shoot with film and you had one copy that you could use. So because it's digital, we've got a lot of flexibility. So let's just actually scrub here and see where we want to use this from.
Here with myself. Do you want to say hi?
Okay, so we'll probably actually use it out to about here because we need a little bit of flexibility with where it ends. And maybe start it about here. So let's play that section.
I'm here with myself. Do you want to say hi?
Okay, so that extra part where she's just standing around is where she'll say hi to herself. So let's take that, put it on the timeline. And we've got our properties coming up here. So yeah, we'll go with the 720p. And we'll zoom in a little bit so that we can see more of this on the timeline. So we'll zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So it's filling up the timeline here. So there's that clip. And then we'll take this, and we need the part where she says hi. And she's just kind of standing around before that. So we'll bring it in here. So hitting I on the keyboard to isolate that section of the clip. And let's bring that down. Let's see how that goes. So that's actually longer than we really need, so we can get rid of a lot of this beginning stuff. So how do we clip that off while it's on the timeline? So if I hover near the beginning, my pointer changes to this bracket and I can take and get rid of some of that stuff. And really what it is we want to line up the wave with the end of the clip here, so we still got too much. Get rid of some more. And there. So now we've got that clip ending there, and we can bring in this stuff again. Now we've got 2 sets of audio, so you can see here there's a WAV file down here, and then there's a WAV file with that one. So the only thing that we want from this one is when she says hi. So she says hey right about here. Alright, so I'm going to detach the audio here. And that puts it down on its own layer. So I want to get just the hey. So you can hear the H starting right about there. So I'll bring up my blade. I'm going to hit B for blade and do a cut there. And then she's done hey by about there. And then I can get rid of these other 2 clips. So I'm going to hit A for arrow to bring the arrow back. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And let's see how those 2 things play together here.
I'm here with myself. Do you want to say hi? you want to say hi?
Okay, so now we're hearing the audio on this clip. We're seeing and hearing the hey here. Let's get rid of the board, the blackboard over here. So to do that, I'm going to actually mask that out. So over in my panels here, I'm going to click on the Effects tab. Okay, so there's my effects browser. And I'm going to click on All so we can see everything. And basically what we're looking for is the mask. And these are arranged alphabetically. So I'm going to find mask down here. And because I want to mask some stuff out of this clip, I don't want that in there, I'm going to drag the mask over top of that clip. Okay, and it puts these 4 little handles in there. And if I move the handles, it'll cut out some of this particular clip. So I do want her legs to come in. I don't want her floating. Okay, so there she's all in now. And all I have to do is, she gestures in the first clip, so I just want to make sure I'm not cutting off her hand with that, and then that looks okay there. So if I had taken too much and done that, that would have clipped the hand, so I'm over here, which makes it nice. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit to see this transition. And it might be hard to tell here, but she's casting a shadow now where she wasn't casting a shadow in the first clip. So you see this harsh line between the two. So click back up here. I'm looking for the mask over in the properties on this side. So there's the mask. And if I feather or soften that, that'll get not so noticeable. So let's drag up the feather and see if that disappears for us. So there, that's much less noticeable now. Okay, so it's just softening the transition instead of that harsh line. And let's play this whole thing.
I'm here with myself. Do you want to say hi?
Okay, so we got it in. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. We need a little bit more timing before she actually says hey. So we could back that up a little bit, but I think you get the idea anyway. And you could tweak the timing yourself a little bit. So she doesn't want, you don't want her saying hey before she finishes introducing herself, but still it looks pretty good. So let's just jump back to the beginning and play it one more time.
I'm here with myself. Do you want to say hi? I'm here with myself. Do you want to say hi?
And that's it. So give this a go. That's a simple one that you could do. If you were looking at those Zach King vines, this could apply to the one where he blows bubbles or the one where the party explosion comes out of him. Perfect for that kind of effect. So give this one a try and see what you can come up with.